Welcome back to another episode of Sound Pals Go to the Movies. This is another Throwback Thursday review, and today I'll be reviewing the movie 16 Candles. And just a fair warning, there's going to be spoilers up ahead, so you've been warned. A girl's sweet 16th birthday is anything but special. Her family forgets about it, and she suffers from every embarrassing moment possible. So let's begin with my first pro. This is John Hughes' directorial debut, and the start of his most famous trilogy with Molly Ringwald. The order is 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, and Pretty in Pink. John went on to direct other movies that are just as memorable, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Weird Science, and Uncle Buck. But he is more known for the many movies that he has written instead of directing. Next pro, the cast. If you lived through the 80s, you are familiar with Molly Ringwald. She was the poster face of teens, especially girls who were coming of age, and for guys, well, they all had a crush on her because of her simple looks, which made her the girl next door. But due to John Hughes, she had 3 back-to-back movies, made her name famous in America's Sweetheart. Next pro would have to be the acting, especially since we had 2 people who were young, Molly Ringwald and Anthony Michael Hall, who plays the geek. They both did an amazing job playing the roles, but in Michael's case, how can I say this? He played it safe, but acting like he was cool, which he knew he was not, which came out perfect, since we all know he is a geek, but he doesn't let that faze him. He just carries on chasing Molly's character, even after she says she doesn't like him, and eventually he actually helps her get the guy she wants. So due to their chemistry on stage, I gotta say that this film is about Samantha, the geek, and Jake, and how in the end, I guess everybody gets what they wanted. Next pro, the story. It is a simple story of a girl who is 16, but not everything is going her way. She has body issues, no boyfriend, well, the hunk boyfriend. She feels invisible, that even her own family forgets her birthday. And throughout the day, any possible embarrassing moment happens to her. Eventually, at the end, she comes to learn that everything comes when it needs to. And there is no need to rush things, because eventually she gets the hunk in the end. And then, on the other side, there's a few comedic scenes here and there, and a lot of jokes that basically made the 80s what it is. And now on to my cons. The issues with this film, and the reason it cannot be made these days. Like everything in the 80s, this film is a product of its time. There's a stereotypical Asian character that is just there to be made fun of. There are gay slurs everywhere. Even the idea of giving a girl to another guy to take advantage of her is there. And of course, lots of inappropriate behavior by adults over Molly Ringwald's breast size. If this was made in current times, there would be some that would try to get it canceled or boycott it. But for that time in the 80s, this was normal acting and normal ways movies were made. These are jokes that practically you would hear in school. So this film would have issues nowadays. So bottom line, people who don't like this movie will point out all these points and ask, why are you watching such a film? That it might even be insulting to them. But in the 80s, this was not an issue. Next con, the story. It felt it could have had more character development and inclusion of background characters. Why not have the exchange student be the one that befriends the geek, and together they end up talking to the crush to go ahead and ask Molly out? Why not have Bryce and Cliff hit it off with the jocks at the party when they knock the wall of cans over, and show them have fun in a few scenes, and in the end just have them leave them at their home, still in the trunk of the car, and for them to tell them, you tell people about us hanging out, you're dead. And for them just to say after they leave, you think they liked us? And the other replies, most definitely. Or why not show the family's attention towards the wedding and eventually overshadowed Molly's day, which was her birthday? So my grade for this movie is going to be a 7 out of 10. This film will be special for many who grew up with it, and it is enjoyable, especially when you see John Cusack and Joanne Cusack together in the same film, while others will point out all the stereotypes, slurs, and even the topic about taking advantage of a girl while she's drunk. One can still enjoy it, just like other films that have crossed the line, but in the end, it's just a product of its time. Can it be remade in current time and be accepted? The answer is simply no. So that does it for this review of 16 Candles. Please join us next time where we're going to review Blow.
Life goes on. Remember that. Money isn't real, George. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can find our social media links below. And like always, keep watching movies.